A lot of people asked me when we had early indications of the shale gas explosion in North America. And this chart that I have here, I think shows that quite nicely. And this chart relates to LNG deliveries to North America and why they come to North America versus going to Europe or even Asia. In this chart, we're just showing North America versus European LNG deliveries over the period 2007 to date. On the right-hand side of the chart, we have the national balancing point in England in blue. And that's a proxy for European gas prices. Henry Hub, as we know, is in Louisiana here in the Gulf Coast, and it is the red point. On the chart on the left, on the graph, you can see Henry Hub prices in red and national balancing prices in blue. And when Henry Hub prices get above NBP prices, LNG comes to North America. It's incented to do that. If Henry Hub prices are below NBP prices, the gas goes the other way. It's simple market economics. In 2007, we had high deliveries of LNG to North America. The Henry Hub price, as you can see from the graph, was quite a bit higher than NBP pricing here. So we were at $7, $8 range here for Henry Hub, and NBP was looks like $3 to $4. Quite a differential. So we had high deliveries, which are shown on the chart here. In 2007, averaged 2.1 BCF a day. Some months we were getting over 3 BCF a day of LNG. During that period, the North American gas industry was drilling at basically fleet capacity. All the drilling rigs that we had were drilling for gas, and we still weren't adding enough production to satisfy demand. That's why we needed LNG, and that's why we had our prices were higher. We had to attract it. During the winter of 2007-2008, we had pretty cold weather, and we came into that spring basically with requirements for a lot of storage gas. And the market indications were that we were going to need a lot of LNG again to fill our storage. So Henry Hub prices started to react. There was a lot of demand in Europe at that time and also in Japan, so LNG prices were getting quite high, and Henry Hub pricing started to track NBP pricing. We didn't actually cross NBP pricing, so our deliveries stayed quite low in this half to 1 BCF a day range. But the early indications of shale gas were that storage fills were quite decent, even without higher deliveries of LNG. So we at Zeph Energy asked ourselves, well, where is this production coming from? We know it's not from conventional gas. The IP's initial production on new wells being added was declining. Where was this gas coming from? And that for us was the first early indication that shale gas production was really expanding in the Barnett and the Woodford and to some extent in the Fayetteville at that time, the Fayetteville place. And then those early indications were corroborated by EIA data in the U.S.